Welcome. My name is Bob Jaco and I'm Editor-in-Chief of Co-Creation magazine, but I'm also the founder of Conscious Co-Creation Global, which is the enterprise that is designed to deliver the whole vision plan, which I shall talk to you about in the next episode. In this particular episode, I want to talk to you about the community. And the community is you. It's the collective people and you as the community who are going to be asked to be part of stamping your vibrational essence on how this whole vision and mission evolves. As a community, we are moving away from the old paradigm as we tell you what to say and do and think, and even about courses that we plan or not plan to deliver. We're not going to do any of that. We intend to engage you as an individual and as a collective to tell us how you would like to see this model evolve into a cohesive, powerful force for good on this planet. When we mean you, we mean you. We mean you as a collective and we mean you as an individual. In that sense, we will have in our system a person called the community director. It will be her job and her responsibility to engage you in all facets of our work, from asking you about what sort of courses you would like to see and do, asking you what healing systems you would like to see, asking you about developing tools, techniques, services, products that you would like to see produced. And these may not necessarily be our own. They could indeed be yours. Traditionally, in the old paradigm, businesses model themselves on a top-down system. That is, if I can use my hands, up the top is management. And management deliver products. And you're down the bottom, your customers. So management produce products which they assume you want, and then they put into effect what is called marketing, and so they induce you and convince you to buy. This is not the model that we will be using. The model that we're using is actually an inverted pyramid where you tell us what you want. And because it is your desire and your intention that you want that delivered, we will make it for you, or you yourselves will make it for others. And we will deliver it on our particular system to you. And in that way, we do not have to get involved in the normal mechanisms of convincing you that you want something that you don't really want. You're going to tell us what you want, and therefore you're going to engage in it in a heartfelt way. This is about coming from a state of heart-centeredness where we will deliver and ask you to deliver and work with you to deliver courses and services that enhance human consciousness, transformation, and everything that engages us in a model which provides the planet with goods, services, and products that does not harm but enhances the life of everything. So the model is a different model. It's a model that's beginning to evolve and develop. There's still a long way to go. But when we engage each other from a place of the heart, we engage in a different consciousness. And in that consciousness, we listen to our inner selves. And when we listen to our inner selves, we are listening to infinite source messages. And when those are delivered and heard and acted upon, the consequences and results are different than the existing models, which are not providing this planet and its and humankind with the necessary outcomes they would like to see. So the whole process of the community is to build upon itself, because the community in sense becomes one consciousness, moving as one, like a river moving towards the sea. It moves and flows together. And that's what we're about. We're about moving and flowing together. And the river finds its own course. The sea is an acronym for going back to becoming aware, consciousness. But the river is what we're asking you to become part of. And as the more we get people into the water, the bigger the river becomes, the more power the river has, and the river can cut through anything. And so the community will, in its sense, organically become the movement. And inside the movement, we don't become the officers of the movement. We become part of the movement as agents and guides. We give it guidance and we give it some form of direction, but in itself, the community begins and manages its own processes. It will evolve organically. So you, as the collective and the individuals, make this whole machinery, this whole system work, not us. And this is what I'm trying to get across to you. I said, this is not a community that's run by myself or anybody else. It's a community that runs from heart, from love, which is what we are, but it's also a community that listens to each other. It listens to its collective intuition. It listens to guidance from source, and it acts accordingly in the world with some really interesting and very positive results. For those of you who are seeing the world in negative terms, that they're seeing wars here and climate change here and everything else, let me say to you that these do not necessarily have to come to fruition. Humanity has the ability to change only if it moves together as a collective. And with that, the greater the collective, the greater the voice, the collective voice, the more power we give to change those others that are still yet in a place of non-awakening. I thank you for listening to me today, and I'm most pleased to be able to be with you once again, and I'm blessed that you are able to and willing to listen to this broadcast. Thank you, and love to you all.